Time now for our Zayo connection, and joining us, Mya Hollingshed. Mya, fifth year for you with this Colorado program. By the end of this weekend, you'll be #1 in history in games played after the weekend.
Oh, wow.
This is the first time your program has won in Pauley Pavilion since 2014. What does it mean to you to have this strong, focused run at the end of the season?
I mean, it means everything. I talked to y'all before the game, and we talked about how every game from here on out matters, and I think we took that to heart, and we know how tough it is to play in Pauley Pavilion, a legendary court, legendary arena, and we just had to come in here and handle business. No messing around, execution down the floor, rebounding, boxing out, getting out to shooters, and I think we did everything that was on our game plan.
Mya, you guys really, I think, stymied UCLA a bit with your zone. You guys switched to a zone, and suddenly I felt like UCLA just started to struggle to score. Talk about that strategy and how you guys were executing in that zone.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're the #1 defense in the Pac-12 for a reason, and I think in our zone we like to turn it up, we like to pressure, we like to turn people over, we like to make people uncomfortable. I think that's the biggest thing. We like to get people out of their flow, out of their rhythm, and try to get them to secondary and third options on the floor, not have them have open shooters on the three-point line, run those out the three-point line, run them into the X5, have the X5 step up, high hands, make them throw the lob over the top, make it a turnover. So I think we do that really well. We practice that every day, and that's something within our DNA.
You know, Mya, that's a really good point, because I want to ask you a tough question here. Is at this point in time of the year, you don't score as much in your half-court offense, but where your points do come from in the paint is because you are getting that defensive stop. You're running, you're getting out in transition, you're getting those close to the bucket, close to the cut buckets. And so I'm wondering, does that kind of stay as your strategy? You don't change things now, right, and try to become a better half-court offensive team. You just be Colorado.
Yeah, exactly. We stay well to our strengths. We strengthen our weaknesses, so they're not really weaknesses. And I think we challenge each other every day. We go against the #1 defensive team, which is each other in practice. And I think when we have that aggressiveness and that pressure, we're able to come in and on the road and just handle pressure really well. I think we're a lot more focused when we come on the road. We're not really doing the things that we were doing early on in the season where we were in overtime. When we lost games that we shouldn't have lost, and I think we're just a lot more focused because we can't lose any more games right now.
Kendall Wetta comes in as a freshman. She checks in the ball game. The pace of the game does not drop.
At all.
Sherrod goes off. So talk about what Kendall Wetta does for you guys, continuing to push, and you guys stay pacey.
Love Ken. She comes in and works hard every day. I look at her and I was like, she never gets tired. She kind of reminds me of Monica Jank when she used to be on the team. She never got tired. She just had a motor on her that just never ran down. And I think Ken just coming off the bench just adds that extra pressure. Like the offense and the defense can't get a break. And I think she's everywhere. She flies around. She's all over the floor. She's hustling for rebounds, points. She's looking for her teammates. And we all love Ken. We know what she brings. We just keep pushing her every day because we know she's a freshman. We tell her to get out of her head because she's not a freshman right now. Nobody's a freshman. And we're all working together, and I think we have bigger goals, and we know what we're working for right now.
Mya, you mentioned it. This team is the #1 defensive team in the Pac-12, allowing 56.7 points per game. You held UCLA to 54. The thing that Tammy and I noticed today is whenever we talked about your defense, what are you looking forward to? Everybody just broke into a big grin and said, our defense.
Yep.
What does it mean to have that identity and everybody embrace the grind of the game?
We love it. I think it kind of intimidates others. That kind of makes them hesitant thinking about and getting them out their shot. Having them thinking about what's the next move, and half the time what they have is kind of open, but we take that away because we close down their airspace. They have nowhere to penetrate, they have nowhere to pass, and we're just flying around. I think we play, like Coach T talked about, playing with our hairs on fire, and we do that every day in practice. So I think just having that sense of urgency just keeps us ready and keeps us on our feet and just keeps us not lagging and moving. So the more we move, the more we fly around, the more we can run in transition and get easy buckets.
Good defense is about ruining somebody's day, and you guys certainly did that. They had plans.
Got upset.
Thanks so much, and congratulations to you on the win.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.